Hello, in this video I want to show you a project I'm working on for some time. It's called Crush and it's basically a tool that's crushing images into its pixels so you can mess around with them by adding dithering and other glitch effects. It's still in an early stage, but you can already use it for free, link in the description. Let's get right into it. Let me add an image to the viewport. You can zoom and drag it around. So by default, the dithering effect is activated. First of all, what is dithering? Dithering was developed in the early days of computer graphics and printing, where displays and printers were limited to a certain amount of colors, sometimes just two colors, black and white. And in order to display gradients or certain color tones, patterns of available colors were used to show or to give the illusion of more colors when viewed from distance. But nowadays it's more or less obsolete. Monitors can display millions of colors, but I personally really like the patterns and the effect and the idea of splitting up an image into different patterns and different pixel arrays. So I got into this topic and let me explain this further with just the threshold. So imagine the image without dithering. It has lots of pixels and every pixel got a certain brightness value. So when a threshold is applied, every pixel that's below this threshold is just white and all the other pixels are black. So if I change this threshold, it changes what pixel are going to be black, but we still got no proper gradients. So if we add some random noise, it kinda gets better, but it's still far from perfect. So very smart people back in the days developed certain algorithms like the Floyd-Steinberg algorithm or the Atkinson algorithm, which was used in the early Mac operating systems, or other algorithms like the ordered Bayer algorithm were used in other products, for example Game Boys, and they all got certain advantages and disadvantages regarding accuracy, file size, and so on. And I built this so you can play around with it. You can change the image resolution. You can change to different algorithms. You can change the threshold and the dithering strength. And just mess around with it. We got different color modes, custom colors, where you can change to custom colors. We even got transparent background, so you can export it as transparent PNG. We got multicolor, where random colors are added. They get sorted by their contrast, by their brightness. And you can create some very weird stuff with it, with just a few clicks. We also got the classic RGB dithering. We also got CMYK dithering, which, to be fair, isn't real CMYK, obviously. It just emulates the color range of CMYK. We also got some special effects. And every setting brings different results and interesting results in my opinion. We also, let me change this back to the classic Atkinson. We also have image controls, like you know from any other image software. You can change the black point, the gamma, white point, contrast, brightness, add some blur if you like, invert the colors. And then we have the effect sections where you can disable the dithering. I also added a pixel sorting effect where you can sort by luma, hue, red pixels, green pixels, blue pixels, and edge detection. Change the threshold, direction, both directions, intensity of course. To mess around with the image, you can also add artificial pixel artifacts, like it emulates very bad JPEG compression. It takes some time, so be patient with this. So as you can see, it looks like a very bad compressed JPEG, which can be a pretty funky aesthetic. You can change the block size, quantization. I'm not doing it right now because it's going to load forever. And some other weird effects. When dithering is enabled, you can also export the image as SVG besides PNG. For example, if you have a very low resolution, it might be interesting for you to export it as SVG, so you can open it in Affinity Designer or Illustrator or any other vector graphics program, and then you can manipulate every square, if you will. There's also an animation export, so you can add frames, like you're taking a snapshot, then you change something, take another snapshot, then change something else, take another snapshot, and yeah, you can reorder it, set the frames per second, how many times these are going to be looped, and then you can export it. I also use it as a storage. If I work on an image, I make different versions and then I can export them all at once later as a zip. Yeah, and all the settings are fixed. So if you add a different image, all the settings apply to the new image. If you want to reset all the settings, you can do it by clicking this button. You can change the UI color if you like. And yeah, like I said, it's still in early stage, but I hope you guys and girls are having some fun with it and create some weird and interesting stuff. If you find any bugs, let me know in the comments, or you can report a bug. If you like and use it, you can buy me a coffee as well. And yeah, have fun with it.